For a long time, I was cuffed in the chains of addiction. For a long time, I was living a life full of restrictions. For a long time, I lost my sense of conviction. When I chose to give in to sin, I knew I was in the wrong position. Yes, I knew it was an awful decision. A decision that has led me to a forever state of confusion. But wait. Before you judge me, give me a chance to tell you my story. Like many of the children brought up in the home, they thought I was so fortunate. At least bees live in their homes, but me, I had nowhere to go, so I had to just manage. Managing a home, or should I call it a war zone, where mommy and daddy were a match made from hell. Frustration made dad turn to the bottle. He thought a drink could get his debt settled. But if only I turned to God in prayers, then definitely his enormous pains could have turned to grains in a little time. But instead he went for the bottle. After every mind-battering battle, he went full throttle. In due time, he became an addict. An Alomo fanatic. Measuring their BS all these years, they could have easily filled up the Atlantic. And his addiction eventually turned into violence. Using his children's vulnerability as his license, he turned us into his punch bag, showing us his boxing prowess, damning the consequential consequences of Dosu's powers. In short, he was a Banku and were his powers. But just one night when he sat down with his wife to reason, he realized he didn't want his life to end like this. So he decided to give his life to Christ, to leave the battle to the one who could fight, to leave the darkness into his impeccable light. But wait. Don't get excited yet. Because in due time, he messed up again like a heavy cloud waiting to pour out the rain. That was how tempting his addiction was, so as to say. But I saw it coming. When our doorbell rang, ping, pong, ping, and in the shadows I saw his accomplice luring him to do the thing, just as you know, he had to finish up in his boxing ring. So growing up in this state, anyone could tell the end from the beginning. Brakweku, the elders, gave into narcotics. My only sister chose to stick with prostitution, and when they needed a hero to save the family, all they had was a boy like me, Boris. I know I tend to blame my family for every predicament I find myself in. It's like a dog in my kite, and I feel like I'm a meme when they should have actually held me. They didn't. Falling into the sticky webs of pornography, I began to masturbate. Little did I know that was the devil's master bait, luring me at a tender age and teaching me ways to fornicate. But the main problems came when it happened at a constant rate, when I had no one to communicate with, because I was so shy and ashamed. It was then I realized I was in an addictive phase, a phase where let my faith in a battered state, I simply put, become an addict. A jerking fanatic. Doing it under those sheets like a corrupt politician, I thought it was well hidden. Little did I know the omnipresent had already sent it. Then my addiction eventually became a big sin. A sin which could have easily passed guilt in any jurisdiction. Wait. I'm not saying that line with the world in mind. Because it was this same cruel world that persuaded me to do so. Telling him wasn't that bad as it had been told. So I thought it was as cool as dancing to one corner when my innocence was sold. Little did I know. I sold my soul to nudity. Instead of craving for holiness and purity, I simply became an addict. An addict. But it wasn't over. The master planner had another plan in mind. It was on one particular dawn when I heard the message being proclaimed. It was then I realized how insane my obsession was. So I decided to stop playing that despicable game with the only way being giving my life to the one with the most powerful name. Because I heard in his death, Diablo was tamed and that my life was never going to be the same. That his spirit was going to help quench any evil lustful flame to also have to do the same. Now as I look into the mirror today, I can no longer see my soul decay. Unlike in the past when in my mind I played with myself every day, unlike then, now I'm free. And that's all I can say. Dear brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to judge you, nor condemn you, nor accuse you. I'm here to tell you that if you should give Christ a chance to, it's going to help you kick out of your addiction. My name is Kwame Shelta, and this is my story. Thank you.